I am Topo Chef. Welcome back to my channel. We are going to be cooking some favas today from my garden. And it's, one of my favorite times of the year because it is the beginning of spring. I used to work at Gramercy Tavern back in the day, talking over 20 years ago as a line cook. And the first sign of spring were fava beans from Mexico. It was the earliest representation at the time that you could get, and it has always stuck in my head as spring is here when fava beans come up. And living in Southern California, I essentially can grow those fava beans now. So I planted them back in January, direct sowing, whatever. Direct sown into the ground. I planted them in the ground in my raised bed. And I then had to battle a pesky raccoon that wanted all of my earthworms and grubs out of my raised bed, so I had to rescue the favas and transplant them at midnight one night into the buckets that they're in now. So they're finally producing. I think like 2 weeks ago, I got my first 10. So I cooked those off. And now they're starting to produce a little bit more. So cheers, everyone. Welcome back. And it's fava time. Let's go. Here is my fava bean starter kit. We have soy sauce, infrared thermometer, avocado oil, some chili crunch. I ran out of the stuff I normally make, so we bought some pre-made. This is my haul for my fava beans. We're gonna try them in a couple ways. I'm gonna do it in my Gozney Roccbox oven, my pizza oven, in some GOSO pans, and we're going to try it out on the skottle and see how that works. Just to see how things work on the skottle that I know I can do in the Roccbox. The stone in the Roccbox is ripping. It's about 800 degrees. So we will turn that down. If you see these are favas, they're not green beans. So when they're all like this, you don't have to peel them at all. You just treat them as if they're like green beans. So we're just gonna char them up, toss them with some soy sauce to finish, and the chili crunch, and that's about it. Put the lid back on for a second or two. And I wasn't recording that whole time. Well, I was, but I was not. Anyway, as I was saying before, what I like to do, why they cook so fast in a pizza oven, is you get that bottom heat, much like this skottle here. But you also get that top heat like a broiler. And it cooks everything just a little bit faster. So when I first put them in the pizza oven, I turn off the broiler, I turn off the oven, and then use the heat from the bottom, the pizza stone, as like a induction burner, if you want to use that analogy, or just a regular burner. So when the pan gets hot, when I was cooking them, the pan got up to like 500 degrees. Hit it with the oil, get it nice and hot, and then sear the fava beans in the pan. And then once that bottom starts to get some color, you flip it over, turn the gas back on so that you get the broiler effect working, and you can, and then it's quick. Finish with the soy sauce, or hit it with the chili crisp first, then finish with the soy sauce to get a nice little, kind of like a glaze, but you want to reduce a little bit. So again, we'll hit it with the chili crisp. Move that around because obviously this is hotter. Use your fava beans to push the, oh boy, don't be downwind. So use the sides that's going to help you keep yourself from burning the crushed chilies. I'm going to turn off the heat because it's plenty hot out. There's it's blindfolded. There it is. Turn the heat off. Glaze with the soy sauce. Toss them back in. Move them around. Oh yeah, this is definitely this is what you would expect if you did it in a wok. The soy sauce reduces nicely. We'll move it over into our collection. There you go. Glazed or skottled fava beans. Could be a good, you could do this with green beans. You could do it with long beans, which would be really just long green beans. But anything that might look like that, there's a little fava that's sticking out. And once again, let's give it a taste. Nice. Toss them in the oil. Get it nicely coated. Make sure your handle is clipped. Put that under the broiler. So I have I didn't turn off the broiler this time. So I have the pizza flame rolling over the top, as well as a nice hot stone. There we go. We'll finish it with some chili crisp. Gonna have to make some this week. Soy sauce, let that reduce a little bit, and we're good to go.